Welcome back to Living Local on this Motivational Monday. So in our busy, fast-paced lives, we often spend more time focusing on what's going on around us than what's going on within us. The practice of introspection is when we observe our own mental and emotional state, and it can offer a variety of benefits. Joining us today, we have empowerment coach Elias Patras. So great to have you back in studio.
Thank you again.
So what does it mean to honor ourselves? I know that you mentioned this last time you were on, but for those who missed it, remind us what exactly that refers to.
So honoring self is about loving and respecting self. How you treat somebody else, why don't I do that for me?
Mm-hmm. Awesome reframe there. I love that. So what is introspection and how does that play a role in honoring ourselves?
Introspection for me, what that means is going within. Think about a bear when they go into a cave and hibernate. They go in, they sleep. I don't know what bears do. But,
what are they doing in there?
But when we're going within, I know for myself, turning off the phone, turning off the radio, maybe journaling, maybe just doing some self-talk inside, but then maybe talking out loud. Maybe it's me just driving and turning off the radio and just driving and talking to myself. I think it's about getting in touch with those places that we may not want to go to.
I think journaling has been, for me personally, has been a huge help. And one thing I've noticed is that, first of all, number one, it's an outlet in the moment for just getting my thoughts on paper. And then I'll look back at my journal entries like years later, and it's so interesting to see certain patterns that have come up throughout the entries. So I just cannot encourage journaling anymore at all. So what does it mean to go within? We're kind of defining all of these things today.
So to go within is, say you open up a door and you're going in the door, right? And you're taking a look at everything that you can find and see with a different view. Okay, I beat myself up for this and that and this. Well, why do I do that? Why is it that I do that? Was it something that I learned when I was 7? Was it something that I learned when I was 14? What could that have been? So it's a chance of, for me at least, getting the heart and mind together and going deeper.
Yeah, I think that asking why is one of the most important things that you can do, because we have maybe a behavior that we don't like, and instead of saying, oh, this is just who I am, or I've just always done this, just take a step back and be like, why did I do that? And then why did it's kind of like a little chain of events, and you can figure out the root cause. What do you think the benefits are of going within and asking ourselves the why question?
So we don't make those mistakes again. So we don't self-sabotage and don't hurt ourselves emotionally. And then so we can teach family, friends, and children not to have that same pattern. Because if we look at the stuff, and if I look at the clients that I've had and the retreats that I've done, we talk about what's your lineage and what is your mother and father, stuff, the good and bad that you got from them, and what can you see that you got from your grandparents. And take a look at those patterns and how can we shift them so we can make a change in the next generation.
Elias, if somebody's new to this, what do you think is a great way for them to go within?
So do a guided meditation online. Look up something online that you can find that will talk about meditating and self-guiding, clearing up issues. I don't know. I mean, there's so much out there that I think that's, if I wanted to get super specific, go online and learn about meditation. Learn, or like you said, and like we said earlier, journal. Just write down, what do I want to learn today? And then whatever comes into I think it's about, we want to get things right. We want it to get it to be perfect. We have to get that off the table. Just write down whatever comes in, or listen to some music and see where you're going. I think people have to be comfortable with the quiet.
Right, absolutely, and that can be very hard for a lot of us, so some great advice there. Now, Elias, in your book, From the Universe to Our Hearts, you have 100 thoughts of the day. So how did you come up with these thoughts, and how might those help people with introspection?
So this book, I actually went to go see a psychic medium, and she said, you're going to write a book. And I said, I am not an author. There's no way that I'm an author. And I got sick. I couldn't work for 8 months. So what did I do?
You wrote a book.
I wrote a book, right. And I figured, what was I going to write it on? Well, every day for 5 years on Facebook, on my personal page, I would write a thought of the day. I took all those entries and looked at what would be the top 100 and compiled them and put them in a book.
Oh, that is so awesome. And I love those little snippets that you can start your day with that really get you thinking and help you to go within. Now, last time you were on, you mentioned aha moments and about how your own aha moment is what led you into the work that you're doing as an empowerment coach. So how can people get those aha moments and increase their self-awareness?
I think, you know, going within is part of the aha piece, but to understand that if we're taking point A and point B, and now we're connecting the two and realizing, oh, that's why. And that's the aha. Or be open. It is about being open to possibilities of the unknown and saying, why do we do these things? Well, is it because of this? Or I never looked at that before. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. It could be right, it could be wrong. Doesn't matter. To me, it's like checking off that checklist and saying, yep, did that, try that, did this, okay, till I get to that final piece.
And how can going within help us trust our intuition?
Well, that's a great question because that's what I'm all about. It is just going with the feeling that you have. Did you ever drive and you're like, I'm lost, but I think I'm just going to turn left? And then you're like, no, I shouldn't be turn left because I don't know. But you should have turned left in the first place. Go with that one thought.
Like the gut feeling.
The gut feeling, right. I like to say it's where our heart whispers. That's part of the book. But it is, it's that feeling that's like, yeah, I think I know. Or what happens if somebody you're thinking of and they call you? Is that intuition?
Yeah, I've always wondered that. It's like, did you know I was thinking about you? Weird.
Right.
So you have a one-day retreat coming up. What are the details?
So the one-day retreat is giving a taste of what our 3-day retreat is like. It is on March 28th. It's a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Oregon, Illinois, at LOMC, and it is the I Am retreat. The I Am is all about the self-talk. I am fat, I am ugly, I am stupid. The I Am stands for intention, action, and manifestation. We're going to talk about how we beat ourselves up, how we can clear that. We're going to do a cool guided meditation with movement. We're going to do writing a letter to God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you're comfortable saying, and we're going to throw it in the fire, watch that smoke go up to the heavens, and then we're also going to do an I Am vision wheel. And that is all the words that we say to ourselves and what we don't say to ourselves.
How can people sign up for the retreat?
Just go to eliaspatras.com and the information is there. Also, for living local viewers and watchers and everybody out there, if you go to the ticket place that's on the website, put in Living Local, all one word, and they'll receive $25 off.
Oh, well, we appreciate you doing that for our viewers so very much, Elias, and we are so thankful to have you on today.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, if you would like some more information, you can go to eliaspatras.com. You can also have all of these details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local rolls on after the break. Stay with us.